Hello everybody, welcome to our beautiful talk with Kiri Schumacher, who's joining us today to talk about the amazing topic of mothering your creations. Thank you for joining us, Kiri.
Kia ora.
So we are in Aotearoa, New Zealand, in Auckland, at the Soul Centre, coming to you from this beautiful space surrounded by a native bush, tui birds singing. It's a really juicy creative space. This place is filled with dance and song and bodywork and kirtan and all sorts of yummy things. So we thought that we would open the space with a small ritual for you guys. And Kiri is a love of rituals, and a really important part of the feminine pathways is remembering rituals as a path of connection with ourselves and the world. So I'm going to use these beautiful bells that Kiri brought in France. And I'd like to invite you to close your eyes. I know we're here on the video, but close your eyes and let yourself feel this sound. And letting yourself feel that sound in your bones, in your heart, in your womb. And we've also brought a container of roses. Would you like to offer some to our space?
Would you like some?
I love some. Would you like some as well?
Yes.
So welcome, Kiri. It's so beautiful to meet you here.
Yeah. I know this part of the world dear to you. This west coast stretch of New Zealand.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's so wild here, and it's full of very vibrant life force, very pure and unadulterated. Hey.
Yeah.
And we're just in a place that's seen as the fringe of the wilderness, so to speak.
Yeah, the last little stretch of civilization before you head right out into the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And out to the wild west coast beaches where many times you won't meet anyone else, and the wind and the rugged coastline and the black sand take you to magical places.
Yeah, there's I sometimes forget it until I go out to a west coast beach that there's such an incredible vastness. Yeah, and it just feels incredibly nourishing to be, for my body to be in a space that's so large and vast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's had such an imprinting on me that when I'm far away from New Zealand, I dream about flying back
Right.
to the west coast beaches, particularly a beach called Kiri. And in my dream I fly into it and I go along it and I'm like, and my soul is just soaking it up. So when I get there physically, when I'm physically at those places, I have an almost ecstatic, well, I have a totally ecstatic experience with that. It's like it's been building, the longing's been building, and then it's like, yes.
Yeah, to have the real sensory experience of being in a space. Yeah.
And you were born in Taranaki.
Yeah, so I was born in a space that's exactly like that. Yeah, I'm one of 3 sisters, and my mother used to take us out sometimes, and in the heart of winter it gets very cold there, and in the heart of winter she'd say, right, let's blow the cobwebs out, and she'd take us out, and we'd all march along the beach in the high winds.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's made an impression on you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How would you say that land influenced your path?
I guess it's a reference point of silence. And it's something, as much as we have a lot of family rituals that are around going to particular beaches, and we have ashes scattered, and significant areas along the stretch of coastline for our family, often it's something I'll go and do for myself. So there's a sense of going to listen. I'm just going to be silent. I read a great quote the other day about how the coastlines of the world are such an incredible place to commune. And I completely relate to that. They're like the way people talk about ley lines having a special quality. It's like there's something about, there's a particular kind of energy in the air along coastlines that for me make them a really nice space to go and cast everything off.
And commune with?
My own mind. And also my own not mind. Just to defrag.
So would you say that's helpful for the creative process?
I'd say it's absolutely essential. Personally, I feel like there's something so powerful about coming back to a place of stillness before starting any creative practice. Yeah.
So Kiri is creative in many ways, and we're going to be sharing with you, both of us sharing a conversation about mothering your creations today. And I think this is a really good starting point. And we'll be going into a topic from different perspectives, different angles. And if it's okay, I'll start asking Kiri some questions that you can share with us.
Great.
Your experience.
Yeah.
So maybe you can just share, what your creative work is at the moment.
I've got a number of things that I really enjoy creatively, and it has changed over the years. So at the moment, the things that really light me up are kirtan and dance. I do a lot of violins, and I enjoy writing. Yeah. For years I've done writing as a journaling process, and then recently it's become more, I've enjoyed crafting words in a more poetic sense. I'd say conversations are a creative practice of mine.
They are nowadays. Having a conversation with Kiri is always a very creative process.
Yeah, I like it because I guess it's the equivalent of musicians who jam. Yeah, I really enjoy that process of a conversation that unfolds because of the people, or every person, whether it's 2 or 3 or 4 people in a conversation, that creates a certain kind of magic. Yeah. And I'm also a jeweler. Yeah.
Something that I love that you wrote about yourself is a word about someone who, a love of beauty, or
Right. Yeah.
Which word was that?
Biophilia? Yeah.
Can you explain that?
Yeah, sure. So biophilia in itself is a philosophy that we need to be. I've taken one thread of biophilia, which is the beauty bit, which is what interests me. But I think the overarching biophilia philosophy is the notion that the human beings have to live in environments that are connected to nature, and that physiologically we just struggle if we're in a concrete block with none of the elements of nature in our workspaces or our living spaces. So if we don't have the sound of running water, or we don't have a light that's coming through dappled trees, things that from an evolutionary perspective we've lived with for so many millions of years, is the way that we've experienced nature in particular kinds of ways. So in my understanding, I think biophilia has been particularly picked up and run with by designers and architects, and it's amazing what they're doing to integrate natural elements into living spaces. Huge walls of green space.
Beautiful.
People are doing incredible things in schools, and there's a whole science behind how our stress levels decrease, and we're able to take in new information more easily when we're in spaces that feel more natural. So to dive a little bit deeper, biophilia also holds the understanding that beauty is an absolutely essential part of life, as much as food and shelter and all those really basic things that we know to be primary. And of course that completely relates back to nature, because nature is beautiful. Yeah. Whether you're looking at it on a large scale or a small scale, it's always beautiful and always harmonious. Even in a violent storm, there's a beauty in it. So that's that approach of being conscious of the beauty in my life how to cultivate it and nurture it and be sure that it's there is something that I really enjoy. Yeah, often on a really small daily level. So, just the placement of things on the, placing everything on the kitchen table before you eat. You can make it beautiful.
And a ritual is also something beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, you could almost even say that by making things, by consciously bringing beauty, that is a ritual, whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. So we're going to have a short water break and we'll be back in a moment.